talk about my first night in prison. Well, after all that happened with me getting caught with the car and everything, I, after being at the little station waiting, they drove me to, which is a facility with detention facility. I don't know if it's a prison. A lot of people say it's a prison, but I got booked into prison on December 6th. I think it was like around 8 p.m. Anyway, so I got booked into prison. It was actually at MCC, this facility in San Diego. It's a big old building, but it has like little tiny windows, maybe like the size of my hand. But yeah, so I got booked into prison. You know, the marshals, they brought me out of the van. I was handcuffed. They walked me over there. They walked me inside the building. It's like through the back. And then they let the guard know, like, look, we have another one, you know? So they hand me over to them. They tell me that, you know, if I get out on bail, this is like to contact them or whatever. Like I really was, you know? So they booked me in there, you know, they start doing all these tests on me, like they draw my blood, they do fucking like a little physical thing, they fucking do x-rays on me, they start taking my mug shots, when they book you in, they take your fingerprints, and then they start checking you for like your tattoos, and then they ask you if they're gang related or whatever. They took pictures of all my tattoos. They start taking your mugshot with that little thing, you know, when you go like this and then you go to the side. They start taking those, and then they put me in this ugly, dirty cell. And like within like 2 minutes, this other girl walked in, and she was crying and stuff. And I told her, I said, like, in my mind, I was like, poor girl, you know, maybe the same thing happened to her. It happened to me. So I look over to her and I tell her like, hey, is it your first time? And she was like, yeah, yours? I said, yeah. Mind you, this fucking cell was so ugly. It was like cement benches, but it was like stains everywhere. It was so dirty. There was like trash everywhere. It was ugly and it smelled ugly. The toilet was filthy. Everything was filthy. And they don't care about inmates. And we stayed talking there for like 2 hours. We waited so long for them to book us in. It was crazy. After that, they gave us a little cup to pee in it to make sure we were not pregnant or whatever. And then they took us out of the cell, and they gave us our uniforms, and they took us into this girl officer took us into this room, and they make you strip. They make you take off your shoes, your socks, your shorts, your underwear, your bra, everything. And you stand there naked looking at this officer, and it just makes you feel so embarrassed, and so it just downgrades everything. Like, they really treat you like this. Like, you really have to fucking get naked and then bend down and cough for them, you know? They check everything. They check behind your ears. Like, what are we gonna hide behind our ears? Someone tell me that. They check behind your ears, your nose and your mouth, you know, under your feet, between your fingers. You gotta turn around, bend over, and cough 2 times, and spread your cheeks. So can you imagine? And we have to stand there till the other person's done doing what they're supposed to do, and then we can start getting dressed. So we start getting dressed. They gave us these white nasty underwears, which were stained. They gave us these white bras, like a sports bra, but not. They're really not that great. Then they gave us white socks, a white shirt, and a yellow, like a minion yellow jumpsuit, which had like big buttons right here, but it was like a jumpsuit, and black Crocs. So that's what we used to call them. Everybody in MCC, we used to call them minions because we were all in yellow. We get dressed, they bring us back inside the ugly cell. We wait like another maybe half an hour, and then they take us out. And I think they weigh us because they put us on this chair thing that like we can't move and stuff, and it like beeps or whatever. I don't know what the hell that was. But after that, they take us into another cell, which is still ugly, maybe about the size of this room, but it's just nothing but like brick walls, um, cement benches, and it has a little restroom that's filthy, has no soap for your hands, and like it just has toilet paper, but they don't provide soap or nothing like that for you. After that, we got taken out, and then they told us, they gave us this bag which had our pillow, our blankets, and our hygiene. They give you a little razor, they give you a little Bob Barker bar. They also give you a little bottle of soap like this big, which is like body soap and shampoo. Um, they give you your towel, then the little towel, and a little comb, the little skinny ones. Um, and then they give you like your extra socks, extra stuff like that, like whatever you're gonna need. It's only like two pairs, so like you have 3 sets of whatever you're gonna wear. And then so the officer's walking us down, and I'm looking at the girl, which ended up being my friend. Shout out to Danica. I'm looking at my friend, and I'm like, dude, I don't know what to expect. And I said, are you ready? She's like, hey, no matter what, we're gonna have each other's back. I said, don't worry about it. We're gonna have each other's back. So the guy looks at us, and he's like, have you guys ever watched Orange is the New Black? He looks at me, he tells me, and I said, yeah. He's like, well, it's exactly just like that. And as soon as he said that, he opens the door, and all the girls start yelling, fresh meat, fresh meat. I'm like, what the fuck? So in my head, I'm like, fuck, like, I'm ready. Like, if somebody wants to give me something, like, I'm ready to fucking talk somebody. Like, I'm not gonna let myself. So I'm looking around or whatever. I'm not really talking to nobody, but all these girls keep walking by me, just staring at me and, just trying to checking me out. So I'm here with my friend, and she's all like, make sure like we stick by each other. And I said, okay, cool. So it's like this big place, they have like the bunk beds and shit. And they call this other inmate over to take us to our bed, and she shows me how to do my bed and everything. And all these girls are just going up to me saying like, oh, what's your name, or where are you from? This other chick, she's like, she's like, you're hella cute. She's all like, just saying, I'm just like, okay, girl, like, I just got locked up. You really think I care about this? And mind you, you come in with nothing, like just the little bottle, whatever they give you, the BOP gives you. And I had all these girls fucking trying to give me shampoo, trying to give me top ramens, giving me conditioner, giving me fucking honey buns, giving me soda. I was too stressed out to even worry about food. You know what I did? I gave it to my friend. Let her gain the weight. And it's crazy because they had told me like, if you accept gifts, like they're gonna want you to do something back. So I didn't accept shit. I was too worried about how I was. And my family didn't even know where I was at. I didn't even get the chance to call them or anything. So imagine how that feels. The only thing I did was I laid my ass down on that bed, and I looked out that little ass window, and I was just reminiscing about everything that I just fucking fucked up on. Like, I could have just appreciated everything. And I was just looking at the outside world like, damn, like, this could really be it. Like, this, I'm so young. Like, I really just wasted everything away. Just for what? Because I thought I was bad. Because I wanted some fucking money. Like, I just fucking sacrificed my family, my freedom. My little nieces and my little nephews, man, that's what hurt me the most. My mom, my dad, my sisters, my brothers. It was just like a really sad moment. And I was just looking out there out the window, and I'm just like, damn, man, like, this couldn't really be like my life for a really long time. I was just thinking about, damn, I'm gonna get 10 years, man. All these people were trying to chop it up with me. I'm like, dude, I can't. But that was my first night in jail. Was so stressed out, like, and then they give you this bed that's really like sleeping on a concrete floor. Like it's so uncomfortable. Your back just hurts the first day. Your back just fucking aches. Like you're so cold. They only give you one blanket. The pillow's like a fucking tortilla. You know, it's like this thin. It's just crazy. They send you to bed like at 9. I remember that day my lips were so chapped. I think my lips get chapped when I'm nervous, but my lips were so chapped. I had no chapstick. I used to use butter. I used to put butter on my lips just to like keep them from getting chapped. I was so thirsty. Me and my friend Danica, we were so thirsty. This girl actually let us have a cup. You know, it was used, but I mean that's all you have in there. Like you can't really be picky in there. Like you gotta work with what you have. They wash dishes in there with pads, or they take out that little cotton thing from the tampons and they wash them. You go grab soap or like that shampoo they give you, you put it on the pad and you wash your dishes like that. And I was so hungry. I actually did accept one soup from this one girl that ended up being really nice. But shout out to everybody that's locked up. You know, I hope you guys get free soon. And then after my days there, let me tell you, girls are thirsty. I guess to them I was cute or whatever, but if you're a stud and you go to the prison, you have it made. They treat you like a king. So yeah, that's pretty much it. My first night there, it was pretty scary. And then the bathrooms, they weren't that bad because it was like one stall, like one bathroom for everybody. But you have to keep your Crocs on and your sandals on because you don't want to get no infections. And it was so crazy because when I was taking a shower, there was literally girls like trying to look over like at me showering. It was so crazy and scary. But I was like, man, what the? I even told him like, what the fuck? I wasn't gonna let myself, man. Fuck that. I ain't scared of shit. But that was my first night. It was really overwhelming. So yeah, subscribe, you guys. And I'll keep uploading videos. And on my next video, I'm gonna talk about my journey, just my prison journey. Actually, after I was actually in that MCC facility for about like 4 days, and then they moved me to this other facility called Geo, which is in San Diego too, and that's where everything just started. That's where everything just popped off. Everything started. So, peace, and God bless everybody.